Hi, my name is Andrea Wiesner, and I am in TESP 302, and today I'll be talking about differentiating instruction. Um, so a little bit about me. I am a para at an elementary school in Paola, Kansas, and so I was really excited to do this presentation because I feel like I have learned a lot in my time of being a para that I felt like was a really great quality to use for this presentation. So, what is differentiated instruction? According to the Irish Center, differentiated instruction is an approach whereby teachers adjust their curriculum and instructions to maximize the learning of all students. So it is multiple strategies used to teach students of all levels, including behavioral issues, IEPs, anxiety, low self-esteem, ADHD, just to name a few. Whether it be a way to help the student focus or stay calm or even just to understand a problem a little better, it plays a key role in classroom management. How do teachers differentiate instruction? It can be with altering assignments, a variety of demonstrations, making lessons fun and engaging, assessing students on an ongoing basis, grouping, and providing a variety of materials. Altering assignments can also be as simple as taking two answers off of a multiple choice quiz. Lessons can be demonstrated in multiple ways. Think of the multiple learning styles. Like some people are visual learners, audio, some like writing, and hands-on. Group lessons can make the activity fun and also give the students the opportunity to play teacher to their peers, which is a great way for the student to think about the lesson they're doing in multiple ways while helping them learn and retain the information. Assessing students is vital to chart their growth and how to guide them in their learning and lessons as well as personalize their material throughout the year. How do teachers prepare their students in classrooms? Communicate with students and parents. Explain the outlook and goals for the school year. Keep the parents involved. Organize the classroom. Bulletin boards, wall space provide a great way to remind students of classroom rules, information, procedures, and positive reinforcement and hints. Consider the arrangement of your classroom. Think about your desk, storage, the students and their desk, group work, centers, and comfy spaces. Communication through parents and with students before and through the school year. It sets up a good relationship and comfort level to express feelings and needs. It also makes it easier to address the student by learning some of their thinking, behaviors, and feelings and learning styles. Organize the room to promote the best learning environment that still provides fun and comfort with minimal distractions. Keep the teacher's desk out of the way. Make sure everything is accessible, and a comfy space is also a great incentive to provide and allow, while also giving the students a fun way to focus and read. What does differentiated instruction look like in the classroom? According to the Irish Center, the use of paras, let's implement only one differentiated activity in a larger lesson or unit, begin working with students in small groups, assign homework for different groups of students based on their readiness, interest, or preferred way of demonstrating their knowledge. Use simple means of gathering information about all students. And again, with me being a para, I have seen this a lot firsthand of how different teachers will use to implement differentiated instruction, even in just throughout their lesson, stuff you wouldn't realize would be such a vital key to help a lot of the students even get through the lessons and understand what's going on. So, examples of differentiated instruction. So a few you can do are games and activities. A lot of those can also be online games like Kaboo and other quizzing sites. Those are really fun. Math games, those are just extra ways that the kids don't really think that they're learning, but they are learning and also having fun. Social stories. This is something we use a lot with Some of our visual learners, especially our autistic children in the classes, this really helps them to kind of, especially when they're getting stressed or frustrated, kind of understand what is going on. And it can also be used, as throughout a lesson just to kind of visually see what is happening. So, modified assignments, again, that can be as simple as multiple choice questions, as taking two off, or even cutting down the assignment, kind of crossing out if they have any essay questions, just stuff like that really actually helps a lot. Breaks, this could be scheduled bathroom breaks, just letting the students, again, who might have a strong learning disability or just have a really hard time focusing, just giving them that break to kind of relax and kind of get their mind back in focus. Visual and hands-on examples. This could be as simple as just little cubes for math, or just having little things for science, even just little examples that the kids can kind of hands-on feel like they're learning and retaining the information better. Group work, again, that is really great for both all the kinds of the students in the class, whether or not they have an IEP or just a student who knows the information really well or is just kind of have a hard time understanding it. Again, it kind of lets the student play that teacher role, and with them teaching the other students about what they are learning, it kind of helps that student not only learn it as well, but the student who is teaching it, it's a great way for them to kind of remember and retain the information also. And also give the student options. So even if it's as simple as just two little reading assignments or what day to take the test, that can make a really big difference and make the children feel empowered in the classroom. Differentiated instruction for behavioral ADHD and anxiety. So a great way for that is fidgets, and those can be Play-Doh. We have a lot of little kinetic sand, just little things that are great. They're not distracting to the other students, but can really help the students focus. Brain breaks. So this is something that is new that's being incorporated into our school district this year. And what it is it's this little middle of lecture. You can see the kids are kind of getting tired and not focusing. It's just having them get up and they can just play a little bit of rock, paper, scissors, or jump in a circle 5 times, or run in a spot. It just really helps them to just kind of refocus on what they're learning. A separate testing space. This is also very nice we have a couple students who have some high anxiety. Some of our autistic students, again, we just let them go into our special education classroom, and they still take all the same normal tests. They're just in a more quiet, relaxed, focused place. Weighted blankets. So again, this is another thing we use a lot, especially for our autistic kids. This is really great for when, say, even if they're doing an assignment or getting in class, if it is something that they're kind of having a hard time understanding, that can really up their frustration level. And so having the weighted blanket, even just the little lap ones, that can really help with keeping the child almost grounded and helping them just focus a lot more, just having that nice weighted, almost cuddling feeling. Silencing headphones for test. Again, this is a great resource we use for testing. That's a way to keep the child also in the classroom so they're not having to leave. It's just really, really helpful. Positive reinforcement. So this is huge, especially for a lot of our kids who do have low self-esteem issues, because that usually leads to anxiety and not wanting to try on the exams or assignments. And so really just kind of having their back and letting them know that you are their friend and are there to help them really does help the child being able to complete the assignments and feel empowered. And a big thing also is to keep routines. So whether that just be having scheduled bathroom breaks or just kind of having the same schedule played out, it just lets the kids know what's going on when, and lets them feel a little more calm and secure about what's going on. So examples of what are not differentiated instruction. Delivering instruction primarily by lecturing. Why is this not differentiated instruction? Well, this causes an increase of students not paying attention and distraction. Instead, incorporate asking questions, group reading, call on readers, activities to keep the students engaged. Grouping students at the beginning of the year based on the previous year's achievement test scores. Why? Students should be routinely assessed to guide their learning. Instead, use of map testing and classroom tests to track retaining of the information they learn. Giving bonus points for classroom participation. So this is not a differentiated instruction because it can cause an accurate reflection of grades and learning. So instead, if someone, if you do want to give out bonus points, make sure it's for the bonus activity that is related to the same content that they are learning. Differentiated learning overall. Differentiating instruction can benefit students of all types and learning styles in many ways. It can also help give other students in class extra ways to engage and retain the information as well. It can make the classroom fun and exciting and result in more engaged students, better attention, and students are less likely to cause distraction, resulting in a happy teacher, students, and classroom. And that is my presentation.